and welcome back to TiE Global Summit 2020, world's largest entrepreneurial summit. I am your host Akriti Anand, and once again, namaste and welcome. The sea breeze on your face, sun-kissed warmth on your skin, a heart set on new adventure. Can you feel it? Dubai has the thrill for every traveler. If you feel Dubai is just another holiday destination, then you're probably mistaken, because this nation plays an important role in driving world's economy. And there are some interesting plans Dubai has to lure entrepreneurs from around the globe. The next talk explores the same. Dubai ecosystem vision of the Middle East. To begin the talk, I would like to invite Mr. Ashish Panjabi. He is the President-elect TiE Dubai and Chief Operating Officer of Jackie's Business Solutions, the group's end-to-end solution provider for major companies and organizations in the region, seeking efficient and effective visitor management, banking, robotics, 3D printing, and graphic solutions. Ashish is also involved in various mentorship activities as a tech mentor in In5 Tech and at TechStar, which is a seed accelerator. Mr. Ashish, welcome.
Welcome to the TiE Dubai segment of the TiE Global Summit this year. It's my pleasure to welcome you all over here. My name is Ashish Panjabi. I am the Joe Biden of TiE Dubai, i.e. the President-elect, and I will be taking over as President this coming January. We are today as TiE Dubai, a chapter which is extremely vibrant. We're about 70 odd charter members, and we were incorporated in 2003 in the Dubai Internet City and as part of TECOM. So we started when the Internet City started and when really the story of Dubai and its e-commerce boom and its internet boom started as well. We are privileged to have with us about 1,300 associate members as well, the 70 odd charter members, and a very, very active mentorship program that currently spearheads us over here today. We will start today's proceedings with a little video from the Dubai EXPO. And then after that, we will have a panel discussion which will be moderated by our chapter president emeritus, PK Gulati, who probably many of you do know over your journeys over the years. PK is the CEO of the Smart Fund and also a senior advisor at Hub 71 and a former senior advisor at the Dubai Future Foundation. He will be joined by an elite group of panelists, and he will do the introductions at that stage. For now, we move on to the video.
لقد كان إكسبو 2020 دبي منذ بداية تحضيرنا له أكثر من كونه حدثاً يمتد ل6 أشهر، فهو بالنسبة لنا في دولة الإمارات رحلة نتشارك فيها مع العالم أجمع، نتعرف فيها على الآخر الذي ندرك تماماً بأنه يبحث عمن يشاركه في هذه الحياة بأفراحها وتحدياتها.
I'm proud of the passion and diligence of my fellow Commissioners General, and I am excited by the potential of our collective efforts to learn, to grow, and to fulfill the mandate of our nations and of the World Expo itself.
These challenges only serve to underline the unique value of the prestigious institution, which bring together the international community in a way that's very close to the heart of the UAE and Dubai. With your support, in a full collaboration with the entire EXPO family, we will continue to deliver what we have promised, and I look forward to welcome you all to Dubai in 2021.
The legacy of Expo 2020 in terms of planning, management, and participation under the challenges of a global pandemic will provide incredibly valuable lessons for all future expos and mega events.
At Expo, we know we need to deliver better than what was planned before. We have the chance to respond to how our world has changed, and so we must seek new definitions of success. We must drive additional returns on investment, and we must achieve tangible, positive outcomes. We must inform wisely and inspire utterly, a world that deserves better than it has today. Within our own Expo community is an indomitable spirit committed to collaboration and to finding the path forward together. So let us take that spirit and begin a new chapter in our journey, one characterized by proactive and productive discussion and tangible real-life outcomes.
Thank you, everyone. It was, a few years ago when we saw His Highness standing up with his fingers in the victory salute, telling us that we had won the right to do the Expo in Dubai. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming here, for being a part of this panel. We are going live to our friends at TiE Hyderabad, who are organizing the TiE Global Summit, which is the largest summit of its kind, putting together all kinds of entrepreneurial overtures from around the world through our 61 chapters. As far as Dubai is concerned, we are gaming up and getting ready for doing a similar TiE Global Summit as a part of the Expo in December 2021. Thank you for coming in and telling people about what we all believe in, which is the visions of the Middle East sitting in Dubai. I have a very esteemed panel out here and who have seen the region grow and who have contributed to make the region the springboard of the world. I start with Dr. Reem Osman. Dr. Reem is a trained ophthalmologist and has an MBA, and then went ahead to do medical healthcare delivery from Harvard Business School. She's the CEO of the Saudi German Hospital Group in the UAE. And they have operations in Dubai, Sharjah, Ajman, and Ras Al Khaimah. And under her leadership, Saudi German remains a key player in the evolving healthcare industry in the UAE and more in the international markets. Also joining us is Mr. Khalid Al-Sharaf. Khalid is the head of international business engagement, international participants at Expo 2020. His work involves developing programs and platforms to support international participants at Expo 2020 in their business plan, and includes a business concierge service. He'll be telling us more about how Expo is going to make sure that we actually become, again, the springboard for doing business from the region. Also joining us is Khalid Alkadi. Khalid is a senior manager UAE in international markets at HSBC. HSBC has been, besides being an international global large player in the banking industry, which we all know about, but more importantly in this region, they've also been exceptionally supportive of supporting entrepreneurial ventures in the form of mentoring and in the form of sustainable ventures. So we have worked very closely with HSBC, and he'll be telling us how HSBC sees this place becoming the springboard to the Middle East. And last but not the least, we have a dear friend of TiE, Majid Al-Suwaidi. Majid has been a part of our TiE vision for many years. He hosted us at Dubai Internet City as the managing director of Dubai Internet City. And now as the managing director of Dubai Media City, he actually looks at an even larger portfolio of possible ventures. Also, Majid is the founder and the person who started In5, the innovation ventures, which TECOM supports. So the incubators that we have here in this region, Majid started them. So we have a close association of TiE with them. So we'll be talking about the various things today. Thank you all for joining us. Let me start with Khalid from Expo. Khalid, we just saw the vision that the leadership laid out for us. Despite all the issues that the world has had because of COVID, we have seamlessly moved from 2020 to 2021, and everything is on, and Dubai is ready to welcome the world in Expo. Can you tell us what's happening and how and what people will see when they come here?
Thank you very much, Mr. Gulati. Obviously, we live in a different world today than we lived a year ago. But that takes me to the reason or the theme of Expo 2020, which is connecting minds, creating the future. And considering that today humanity is, if I may say, at the cusp of a historic transformation in many different sectors, like you can see the airline industry, the oil and gas, the real estate is going down, but transportation, energy, technology, finance, and other industries that are spurred by the fourth industrial revolution and had made a generational shift in demographics and consumer behavior. Expo 2020 will be the first and maybe biggest place that countries are going to come together. And you know how the UAE is very strong on international cooperation. It's very important, and international cooperation is the way forward when it comes to solving these challenges. And if I tell you the way we work in Expo 2020, when we work with 192 countries that are going to participate, and it's all our conversations are about how are we going to solve these challenges. We are working with them. We identified what those challenges are. We identified what the future industries and sectors are, and we are going to come together in October 2021, but not as late as October 2021. Actually, we're already on conversations to come and solve these challenges. But that's from an international cooperation perspective. But also World Expos are known to be a place to show new innovations. Expos are known to be a place for nation branding, for cultural exchange. So it is international cooperation. It is fun and entertainment, and most importantly, it is also business. Around 80% of these countries are looking at Expo 2020 and looking at Dubai being the hub for the region. And I'm sure Mr. Majid is going to talk more about how Dubai is connecting everyone and is the gateway in this region. They're looking to solve this. They're looking to bring their businesses to expand. They're looking to have conversations between startups and venture capitalists to make these connections, right? And Dubai is known to do that and is going to continue to do that going forward. And you can see that with the vision of our leadership.
Thank you, Khalid. In fact, there's a unique fact that a lot of people do not know, who probably don't live in the region, is that most of the capacity of the UAE is actually utilized outside its borders. Traditionally, when UAE used to be a trading hub, majority of the goods that use its ports and airports are consumed outside the UAE. Similarly, today in the consulting world, most of the consulting time of the talented resources which call Dubai as a home are used outside in the general region. So we have been a traditional place which actually provides, the right environment to actually build a business in the region. Majid, it's a good segue. Khalid mentioned you. You've been a part of one of the most important clusters which actually gave a base to move from traditional trading to the knowledge economy. Would you share with us your thoughts on how this place has been and will continue to be the place to do business from?
First of all, thank you very much for having me here today with you, and thank you, PK, for a very long intro. Yes, I think the region has seen a lot of differences in how business is done since we started, since His Highness launched Dubai Internet City in 1999, with the aim of making Dubai the hub for a lot of the talent that basically, instead of being transit talent, to be talent that is located within the UAE. And since then, and since out of the UAE, they will be able to basically transit easily to all of the other regions within our closer region, makes it the ideal place for them to set up shop and to set up their homes. in other words. So I think as part of as part of TECOM and as part of the business clusters that we have, I think we've seen exactly what you are saying. I think the business environment has changed in the region over the last 20 years. The region's importance and Dubai's importance and the UAE's importance as a regional hub has grown stronger and stronger over the years. Yet we see a lot of development happening on the ground and a lot of changes that are happening across the world. Every year that we differs, and I think this year is no different. Although with a lot of challenges with the current pandemic and the current issues that were faced during the beginning of the year, we've actually seen there are a lot of people that are very interested in and also choosing Dubai as a location of choice, because I think they've seen that the opportunities of being part of the region is very important to be, and while you are in the region, you will be able to get as much out of the region as possible. So businesses across all sectors, and when we talk about sectors, we talk about tech, media, we talk about science, we talk about education, and we talk about others, which we see a lot of development happening in all of these sectors currently. Especially also, not to just to end it here, I think it's also seen very critically, even within the entrepreneurial and small startup sector too, which also showed a lot of interest coming up over the last few months.
Thank you, Majid. I'd like to bring in Dr. Reem at this point of time and use her experience to talk about somebody who has come from Saudi Arabia to set up a very large venture based out of this region. Dr. Reem, what brought you to Dubai, and what is your experience of setting up such a large healthcare operation in Dubai?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you, Ashish, and thank you, Gulati, for moderating this. Actually, it was always part of our vision as Saudi Group to come to Dubai, mainly as a start, and then of course to all the Emirates in United Arab Emirates. And why it was always the first target, because Dubai had so many positives since in the last 20 years, developed a lot. Since we started the projects, I witnessed a lot of development and improvement in the city, culture itself, economic culture, and encouraging culture and atmosphere for all entrepreneur and business people to come. I always tell them it's very, I don't want to say easy, work is never easy, it's always challenging, but it's very welcoming atmosphere here for everyone to work. It's always important for business people when they are coming from different countries. You are a stranger in a new country. So if you don't have welcoming atmosphere for business, welcoming atmosphere, it will be difficult for you. From all entities, government entities, health related, during the construction of the hospital, our first hospital in Dubai, the cooperation from all Dubai Health Authority, from DIWA, from RIRA, from RTA, from everyone was very essential for us to complete the projects and then operate it properly. And after that, also the support during operation, because you will have always problems and again, challenges here and there. Going to the culture itself is not only for Dubai, it's in the whole Emirates. So if I'll say about our experience later on, if we were not happy and really feel comfortable, we'll not go to open in Sharaf and Ajman, and now our new projects is in Ras Al Khaimah starting, and actually my plan to expand in the whole Emirates. At the same time, if I will say, it's not only about expanding in UAE. The benefits of UAE in general, the open atmosphere is, as you said, the airport, it's not only for Dubai, it's for the whole world. So you are sitting and working and practicing in the center of the world. So that's why also a lot of opportunity will come to us as business people when you are practicing in Dubai and working in Dubai, because you will have the opportunity to meet a lot of new companies, a lot of business people, and expand outside the borders of UAE. That's why, because we started in Dubai and UAE, we had now our new projects for Pakistan, for example. And these projects came after because of our Dubai expansion.
Very good, Dr. Reem. That's a great kind of certificate for the ease of doing business of Dubai and how you found it easier to actually set up here and then look at this place for as a springboard for the rest of the region. Khalid Alkadi, this is the time I would want to call you in and to actually, what makes everything work are the rails of the financial system. And the financial system in the region is led by leaders like HSBC, and the base here supports all these companies and different clusters that are coming up. Do you have a vision, and being a part of the international team at HSBC, how do you see this growing and how have you been able to support and what's coming?
Thank you, PK. I think, first of all, I want to say that I feel very privileged to be amongst such esteemed panelists, and I really appreciate your insight today. Look, in terms of HSBC's view on this, we are across several countries across the group, across the globe, but clearly cities are the drivers of growth. If you drill down a little bit into the MENAT region, by 2035. 28 of the largest 30 cities in the region will grow their populations by 15% or more. So you'll have significant urbanization in the region, and with that comes growth, innovation, and focus. If you think about where those clusters of focus are going to be, the UAE is certainly close to the top of that list, if not the top of that list, and Dubai and Abu Dhabi leading the charge there. But if you think about diversified economies, Dubai in particular, with low single-digit, dependency on hydrocarbons and in a hydrocarbon-led economy, must be an example of that. If you think of moving from what traditionally economies which are commodity-based, hydrocarbon-based, with public sector development as the bane of its support, and perhaps some manufacturing, moving to a truly diversified economy which is focused on sustainability and the circular economy to net zero, creating and leading in the experience economy. My colleague Khalid from EXPO spoke about travel and entertainment earlier on. A true digital transformation, both from a private sector perspective and from a servicization of the government perspective. Over 100 plus things you can do with the government from your phone today, and new business models in collaboration between the private sector and the public sector, and actually most excitingly, and I think EXPO is going to be a fantastic fillip for this, is now moving on to create a truly supportive ecosystem for creative industries, education, and the health economy to drive and thrive. For us, this is incredibly exciting because it will lead to innovation all the way from the SME level, even to drive large established private and public sector economy participants to think about their business models, to think about how they need to change, manage transition risk, and take advantage of innovation opportunities that the environment is making easier for them to do. So for us, I think the idea of city innovation and the support of the government here in particular brings with it tremendous opportunity for all parties in the economy.
Thank you, Khalid. From one Khalid to the other Khalid, picking up on innovation and how smarter companies, smaller companies are making this innovation ecosystem thrive. Khalid, how is Expo 2020 going to be the showcase of innovation, and how will it actually harness all this startup SME energy?
Great question. I mean, I talked about that we're working with all the countries on certain challenges. And what we as Expo are doing is, first of all, let me tell you, the countries themselves, every country has an exhibition. And in that exhibition, I'm not talking about the traditional exhibitions where you have booths. No, it's an experience that's going to showcase innovations. So if I look at the past, now we live in a different world, but if I look at the early expos where countries would come and showcase their innovations, like for example, the first telephone conversation ever happened in a World Expo. The first mobile phone was showcased in a World Expo. The escalator, the elevator, and the list goes on and on and on. But in today's world, it's difficult. It's very easy actually to access new technologies and innovations, but it's different when you actually experience it. So you have 192 possibilities and 192 opportunities as a public visitor, but then bringing the startup industry and bringing the corporate and the conglomerate industry together is something that we're working very closely with all the countries on, and attracting not businesses from outside the UAE only, but also supporting the local ecosystem to benefit from the World Expo, because you have countries that are coming to Dubai to bring their businesses, to connect them to the region, to connect them to the likes of Africa, to connect to South Asia, and what we're doing is creating that platform to make sure that people come at the right time, meet the right people, and benefit as much as possible. So this is again a world, a mega event, and our aim is to continue Dubai's legacy and connecting people and connecting businesses together, and continuing the momentum towards a bright future for everyone.
Majid, the quest of innovation and quest of supporting great ideas or wild ideas at one time has been something which Dubai has always done. And this quest has been, look at all the icons that we have in Dubai. They're the testament to that. And in the case of startups and young innovative ideas, you especially were a part of one of the earliest support structures of this kind called In5. And In5 ended up becoming the base for some of the most innovative companies. You want to talk about how that came about and why, like at the time that it started, it was early.
Mm-hmm. So definitely, I think with your support and with support of a few colleagues and others, we've seen the growth of M5 over the years. Now, the reason why M5 came in was it's a normal step after what has been done for the past years with the N5, with the GIC concept of attracting talent to the UAE, attracting companies to the UAE, attracting individuals with benefits, white collar individuals to come and find UAE as the place for them to do business. And the natural evolution of how businesses move in. So at the initial phases, it was only representation offices that were there in the UAE, and sales reps trying to sell the products that are of companies that are available in everywhere around the world, but without much happening on the ground from the knowledge part of the equation. But as the idea of His Highness was always to create a knowledge-based economy, we had to transition from where we were before to the next step. And this is I think this is the beauty of Dubai. It's the evolution took time, although the time it took is rapid comparatively to other places around the world. Nevertheless, I think it is very important to say that the evolution took us to where we are today with the M5. So we started with trying to build the ecosystem, trying to find out what the challenges are, trying to find out what else do they require. Smaller companies, what do they require? Not to say that there weren't any smaller companies initially before we started M5, but I think it was a fragmented industry that was there, and we tried very hard to bring it together. Very importantly, that we've seen since the beginning, the kind and the developments of the companies that came in has developed drastically. The talent themselves have started taking advantage of the platform that we have, and they've started bringing in more and more great ideas that not only serves the international market, but also serves the challenges that we have in the region. So the region itself is a very interesting region, and I think the set of challenges that we have here might differ a bit to the set of challenges that people might have, people are facing in Europe or in the US. So it was important that we find the development happening here in the region, and I think this was one of the key aspects that we focused on during that period. And since then, I think very importantly, what we've seen is that we've seen a huge development in the quality of startups and the quality of products that have been created in the region. So I think this has been a cornerstone of why we are keeping this development. And today, we've actually moved away, not only from, in fact, not moved away. We doubled on our investment within M5. And we've actually went into different industries, or focused more into different industries such as design and media.
Very good. Dr. Reem, innovation is something which drives most of the large corporations. If they want to get to the next level, they look for innovation. The healthcare industry is also extremely innovative. Like what we see today, the reaction to, for example, COVID-19 epidemic has been something which has put everybody's creative juices working in finding solutions for that. The speed at which we got the vaccine is something to talk about. So how does your organization look at innovation and entrepreneurship, and how do you work and see Dubai as a base of innovation which helps you grow more innovative?
Thank you, Gulati. Yeah, you were right in highlighting the point of Corona and its effect really on the currently on healthcare specific and the whole economic situation. Having a pandemic situation and crisis situation, it taught us a lot to be more innovative and more fast also. And actually working, I always say working in Dubai, which is a really competitive city, for healthcare and for all industry, will force every or businessman and businesswoman will force us always to keep looking for innovative ideas, new ideas, because innovation is the only way of survival. For us into healthcare, telemedicine, it really helped us a lot during the Corona, and if we were not ready already from the infrastructure and ready to expand the service in one day, in 1 week, we will not be able to pass through the crisis. Also, including now, which something we are working on it now, including the artificial intelligence for us in our work when it comes whether to the medical services and also to the billing services, and making sure that we are really helping helping our doctors and our staff in accurately billing and documenting their files. Working into robotic also is very important. So we have the robotic pharmacy, whether in Dubai, in Ajman, and also the robotic surgery. We are working into this field. So innovation is always important part for us as healthcare. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor. Khalid, the HSBC, has also been at the forefront of something which is very close to TiE as a whole, which is the pillar of mentoring. We believe mentoring is something which is a committed give back for people who are successful. They need to give back to the people who are growing up or learning to actually help society grow faster. So how has a large bank like HSBC been supportive on things like mentoring?
Thank you, PK. Look, I mean, I think organizationally and personally, it really comes down to the same thing. I think we are members of this society, guests in this economy. We've got a rich, long heritage that's built on innovation, both at the bank level and in the UAE. So it's only natural, I think, that from a personality perspective, from a DNA perspective, that the idea of connecting and partnering with economic players in the country is a natural thing that comes to us. You know, not only do I think, you know, can we help people, you know, in their early stages through conversations with our very talented executives who dedicate their personal time, you know, to support these entities. It gives us perspective. You know, I think that perspective is really, really important because, you know, we can only live on our history for so long. Actually, it's really important that we connect with what's going on today, understand the difficulties and challenges that entrepreneurs are facing today. That can only better inform us as an organization. So, you know, we have been very fortunate. We've got a fantastic, you know, sustainability team who have been tying up with people like yourselves and bringing these opportunities to our executives. I think it's really, really important to get that perspective, and we've been very blessed and lucky to have that experience.
Thank you, Khalid. Now, I believe my audience, which is watching us today, would have got a picture or an idea of what the Dubai and the Middle East has been working on in terms of the innovation economy, and how this is the springboard for doing business in the larger region for a lot of people, budding entrepreneurs and companies watching us. And at this point, I would actually like ask all our panelists to give us or give the audience the message of what they would see and what they should come here to Dubai for when we have the TiE Global Summit next year in Dubai. Starting with Majid, what is your message, why they should come, and what they will see?
Well, I think, as everyone knows, I think the UAE is going through a major change, and a lot of changes that are positive on the ground and on all levels, to be frank. And I think as we move into 2021, this will only get more aggressive, and the city will be, and the cities within the UAE, and especially in Dubai, will take a very strong route in trying to develop the economy and bring back the economy as soon as possible. And we've seen that happening since the beginning of the third and the second quarter when the pandemic started, and how the city reacted towards it. I think it is an opportunity, and to you know, highlight very importantly, I think Expo in itself is a major milestone, not for the UAE and for Dubai to be specific. I think it's a major milestone for the whole region, where it will play a major role in making sure that things are brought in perspective and opportunities are looked into. And I think the region itself has huge potential for growth. We always believe the region has huge potential for growth for many reasons. And one of these reasons that they've got a lot of opportunities for development that is happening, and hopefully people will take advantage of them as people took advantage of it since the 2000s, at the beginning of the 2000s. I think there will be another wave that will come in, which will benefit a lot of companies and benefit a lot of people going forward. So I think next year, we are very positive about it. We are very optimistic about it. We see that the opportunities that will come will be coming in will hopefully you know, take advantage of the situation that we had this year, and companies will try to recover a lot of what they didn't get in 2020 and 2021. So they will be very bullish in services and providing a lot of these opportunities. And I think, as always, I think Dubai and the UAE will always be the you know, the ideal location for you to do business and to develop your business opportunities here, whether you are an entrepreneur or whether you are an established company that looks at you know, going outside their current state and transiting into different countries around the region. I think the UAE and Dubai will definitely be the place of choice going forward. And with Expo, I hope to see everyone here next year.
Dr. Reem, what is your message to the young and budding audience that is watching us?
I want to say something that the ease that Dubai passed the corona stage, even still going on, but moving on, it's really, in my opinion, as also because we're in healthcare, so we're in the middle of it, it's a lesson to be taught to so many cities or to so many people around the world. So why people should come? Because they should come because it's one of the rare cities that business was not really affected so hard when it comes through pandemic and through crisis situation. They should come to see some good examples of how to run businesses through crisis and how to survive a crisis and how to maintain your business people through crisis. This is my opinion.
Thank you, Dr. Reem.
Yeah.
Khalid Alkadi, what is the money man's message to people?
Oh, I couldn't claim to. If I meet one, I'll let you know. But in terms of when you ask me my view, what do you mean in terms of what specifically, PK?
What's the message? What's the message to the audience? Like, what we're building here, and when we do the TiE Global Summit next year with the Expo, what is the message? What will they see? What should they come for? What is it that we are building here?
So for me, I think that we are. In Arabic, we say there's something called nasib or maktub, and to be honest, after all the difficulty that we've gone through, it's this concept of destiny that actually the world comes back together in what I think is one of the cradles of innovation and agility. And it's so exciting that after the challenges of 2020, we can look forward to a collaboration of minds, a collaboration of nations from all over the world, the highest number, I believe, of international pavilions in Expo history, to share ideas for a better shared future. Can you imagine if we hadn't had this? That I think the emphasis is slightly even more pronounced. Now that we've gone through everything we've gone through. So for me, I think bring your A game. Bring the innovation and change and bravery to do something different, because I think the environment here will support you.
Thank you. And I'll leave the last message to Khalid Sharaf from Expo. Well, we are waiting for the Expo to happen. So what is the message to all the people watching?
I think my fellow panelists couldn't have said it better. I mean, the timing that the summit is happening and the location that the summit is happening in couldn't be better also. It's happening alongside Expo 2020, which is going to be the biggest and largest place where everyone is going to come together. So alongside the summit that I am sure will astonish everyone in terms of its content, you also have Expo 2020 that's right at the doorstep, and you are going to be dazzled by all the content you will see, by the country pavilions, by the entertainment that is happening, by the connections that you'll make, not only in the summit, but also in Expo 2020. So this is definitely the one event that you shouldn't miss, and don't miss the summit in Expo 2020.
Thank you, Khalid. And thank you, everyone, Majid, Dr. Reem, Khalid, and Khalid, for joining us and giving this message. And my message to everybody, book your tickets, be there. And we are watching and we are looking forward to having you all over. And on behalf of TiE Global Summit 2020, Hyderabad, and on behalf of TiE Dubai, thank you very much for spending the time with us.
So after that beautiful session and a lot of knowledge that was imparted, let me also invite all of you to TiE Global Summit 2021, which is happening in Dubai at the Dubai Expo 2020 in December. And we look forward to having you in person. Up next, brain has two different sides. Though one side of the brain is dominant, with a few tricks, you can activate both hemispheres, so that you can be both creative and logical. The next session is on the same, aligning the left and the right brain, an artist impression, presented by Asareh Ebrahimpour.
Breathe.
Your life is your life. Don't let it be clubbed into dank submission. Be on the watch. There are ways out. There is a light somewhere. It may not be much light, but it beats the darkness. Be on the watch. The gods will offer you chances. Know them. Take them. You can't beat death, but you can beat death and life sometimes. And the more often you learn to do it, the more light there will be. Your life is your life. Know it while you have it. You are marvelous. The gods wait to delight in you.
Transferring our impulses into body and drawing helps alignment and balance. As an individual, as an entrepreneur, and as a human being, it releases fear and blocks and allows you to explore a wider horizon of emotions and life. Breathe.
What a beautiful video by the artist. I was moved. And guys, remember to breathe. Up next, I would like to invite the speaker, Mr. Zayed Madar. He is the President, TiE Dubai, founding partner, Meditari. With over 3 decades of experience and a proven track record at leading global corporations, Zayed Madar is a digital native leader in emerging technologies, 5G, entrepreneurship, and a firm believer that the right talent powers innovative businesses. As a founding partner of Meditari, a digital advisor network, Zayed's expertise helps bridge the gap between global innovation and local opportunities. He is the executive chairman at Coconut, an online social recruitment community for hospitality industry that offers an extensive portfolio for candidates for clients facing problems. With so many hats in his reign, Zayed is a globally recognized intellectual, professional moderator, and active participant in the World Economic Forum, and shares his learning in the field of IoT, 5G, advanced technologies, and entrepreneurship. He is driven to support and build the region's innovation ecosystem as a true believer in the power of the digital era. Please welcome, by putting our hands together digitally, for our next speaker, Mr. Zayed. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. And thank you, PK, and the wonderful panel about the visions of the Middle East. I hope the audience have enjoyed it and found it very useful and insightful and encouraging move for all of us in the next direction. This year, 2020, has definitely been a very strange year, but also it has a year where we have learned. We've learned to cooperate better globally across boundaries, across continents, across societies, across even different fields, and to do better and improve the world, all from our different perspectives. We have seen this, personally, we have seen this at the professional level, but most importantly, I've seen this every day in the way we have done work at TiE Dubai and more importantly at TiE globally. So today we are in TiE Global Summit 2020 in Hyderabad, and we're starting the journey toward TiE Global Summit 2021 in Dubai. And it is not only that we will meet in 12 months from now, there's a long journey that will take place. Every step along the way will be shared, will be a collaborative move, and we look forward to the support of everybody along the way. Joining after me in the next few segments are Ashish Panjabi, our president-elect. He will be taking over from me end of this month, and it will be under his leadership that we will see the next 2 years of TiE Dubai metamorphosis and continuous evolution. And of course, PK will be supporting us with his new role as well, in addition to him being our president emeritus on the global board of trustees of TiE Dubai. So again, we welcome you all in Dubai any time of the year, but particularly next year in December for TiE Global Summit 2021. Thank you.
Thanks, Zaid. We all are looking forward to come to Dubai. Well, my next speaker that I'm going to invite is PK Gulati. He's the President Emeritus TiE Dubai, founder SmartStart Fund. Prashant K. Gulati, popularly known as PK, is an entrepreneur, idea accelerator, angel investor, mentor, and writer with interest in exponential technologies, innovation, startups, entrepreneurship, future work, mobility, knowledge sharing, and more. He is an active early investor in startup and fresh ideas. With a portfolio of ventures in India, Middle East, and US, he is actively involved in providing mentorship, guidance, and advice to such companies at various levels for over a decade. He has been actively associated with TiE, Dubai Future Foundation, the Assembly, In5 Innovation Center, Shera, SmartStart Fund, NASCOM, Future Now, Dubai Enterprise Center, Indian Documentary Foundation, and many other global initiatives, beside multiple board and advisory positions. Welcome, Mr. PK Gulati.
Thank you so much, Akriti. Thank you for this pretty long introduction. But the most close to me and close to TiE is my association with TiE over the last 20 years. And now, with the last 3 days, we've seen an exceptional TiE Global Summit where people, have seen a very large number of our chapters bring together all the talent that we have amassed globally in front of them. And now it's our duty to actually take the baton, go forward, and bring together the same and more, and do a better job of showcasing Dubai, showcasing TiE, and showcasing all the talent that lies within TiE, and make a difference to the world. Our central focus has always been fostering entrepreneurship, to support entrepreneurial ventures, and to make sure that we are able to provide the world the leadership and support in the form of developing of entrepreneurship globally. The Dubai chapter has been doing it and looks forward to getting us all together in this great possibility called the EXPO 2020. So hopefully you're all getting ready. We are to welcome you to Dubai. Be there.
Mr. PK, you are inviting with so much love. I'm sure everybody who's watching wants to come and be a part of Dubai Expo 2020. Up next, I would like to invite Mr. Ashish Panjabi, once again, the President-elect TiE Dubai and COO of Jackie's Business Solution. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations to TiE Hyderabad and TiE Global for making sure the TiE Global Summit happened in 2020. These are extenuating circumstances, but it just shows when you want to get something done, there is a way of getting it done. And this is the story of Dubai. This is the story of what we've seen in the UAE. And this is a week where we've seen the mother of all events, the GITEX technology exhibition, happen in person in Dubai, where you've had 1,200 companies from over 60 countries participating and exhibiting at the show. That is a testament to how we found a way of making sure that things happen. There is a pandemic, yes, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. And as we get towards the end of the year, where we start to see the signs of the vaccine coming out, as we start to see people wanting to get out and get back to normal, Dubai has shown the way in terms of how we can have the economy running, how we can have life running as normal as possible, but being safe at the same time and doing it all responsibly. For us, the journey to TiE Global Summit 2021 has already started. Dubai has given us the energy, has given us the impetus, and you don't need to wait till then. Please come in, visit us now as well, but make sure in 2021 at the Expo that you're here, because we're going to make sure it's a global summit you're never going to forget. Thank you all very much. Congratulations again, once again to everyone for being here this time, and have a happy new year.
Thank you so much, Ashish, Zayed, and PK sir. So my friends, TiE Global Summit 2020 is happening in Dubai at the Expo 2020 in December, and we look forward to having you. And here is a video to give you a glimpse of what you're going to see.
The United Arab Emirates is a great but still very young nation, but it's built on a foundation and strength of open cooperation between the 7 Emirates and its visionary leaders, between a diverse group of Emiratis from different backgrounds, and with almost 200 nationalities welcomed and embraced here, so that we can work together so we can reach the stars. Being part of the fabric of this great nation since 1965, Dubai Chamber of Commerce and Industry is proud to now represent, support, and protect the interests of over 245,000 businesses and entrepreneurs by working together with trusted partners, both locally and globally. We look forward to welcoming you all here in the UAE for what's going to be an unforgettable expo and a great TIE's Global Summit 2021. If you're bold, innovative, and entrepreneurial, this is where you need to be. This is where the future connects to the world, through Dubai. This is where we can work together to make all of this possible.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ammar Al-Malik, the Managing Director of Dubai Internet City. Dubai Internet City has been for the last 20 years attracting some of the largest technology companies to set up base here in the UAE. We now have over 1,600 companies. Most of them are companies that you know and use on a daily basis. In addition to that, we've been working really hard to develop the technology ecosystem and the startup ecosystem here in the MENA region. That's why some of the most successful companies that you know and startups that you know are coming up from Dubai Internet City's community. With partnerships with TiE Dubai, which has been going on for also 20 years, we've been very successful in putting people together, creating communities, and most importantly, opening doors and opportunities for companies and entrepreneurs throughout the Middle East region. Going forward, we look forward for 2021 for 2 main reasons. Number one, there are new visa regulations that allow startups and entrepreneurs to set up base in the UAE here very smoothly. But more important than that is the 2021 TiE Global Summit happening here during Expo. It's a very exciting time for us. We look forward to seeing you soon. Have a good day.
The MENAT region has always been one of the most exciting regions for us here at HSBC. The pace of urbanization between now and 2035 is going to present tremendous opportunities and challenges. 28 of our 30 largest cities in the region will grow their population by 15% in that time period. That's going to mean that the shift from public sector hydrocarbon economies to economies with knowledge, sustainability, and creative industries at their heart is going to be more important than ever. we can't think of a better ecosystem and environment than the UAE to foster that kind of change. Join us at the TiE Global Summit at EXPO in 2021 to talk more about it. I look forward to seeing you all there.
Guided by visionary, agile and resilient leadership and people, the UAE has become a global powerhouse. And now, EXPO 2020 Dubai has its sights set on creating the best future possible for tomorrow's generations around the world. Through this mega event, we are contributing to the UAE's and the world's knowledge and creative economies. We are promoting innovation and nurturing and showcasing the next great transformative breakthroughs in technology. To help us, we are welcoming thinkers, disruptors, and entrepreneurs through our gates for 6 months of exploration and excitement. In fact, we're bringing the whole world together in October 2021 to create, collaborate, and innovate. We will be celebrating the best of human achievement at EXPO 2020 Dubai, the world's greatest showcase where more than 200 participants will share ideas, their creativity, and inventions. A global event with a legacy that will continue to shape the future of our planet and unlock the potential of individuals and communities worldwide, long after it has ended. We look forward to joining you at the TiE Global Summit and welcoming you and your families to the UAE at EXPO 2020 Dubai.